Tamika, if the Fever had weathered some really bad shooting games before, I guess what did you, anything you can pinpoint in the fourth quarter and overtime that allows you to stay in? And I think you did get the Mystics offense finally controlled.
I think the biggest thing for us is we picked up our defensive intensity fourth quarter, and I mean that's kind of been our trademark too, picking up the intensity in the fourth quarter. But I think for us tonight, just getting to the basket. You know, Tammy, anytime Tammy has a great night, our team rides off of that. And she came out right from the beginning, set the tone, scored the first 2 points, I think, of the game. So when she gets off, the whole team kind of follows suit, and that was really good for us.
Tamika, you guys hit the boards really hard in the offensive plan to go after and attack it.
Yeah, definitely. They were out rebounding us. I think it was like 14-6 at halftime, and Lynn shooting us out a little bit at halftime, just talking about the boards. And that's one thing that Julie coming into the game continued to talk about. I think she quoted something to the extent that they value rebounding and we don't value rebounding as much. And I think for a lot of us, I mean, coming out, I know for me, I take that as a challenge every time. And coming out, getting on the boards, and that's what we're going to have to focus on in the next round as well.
Tamika, it seemed, looked like you had decided that somebody just had to do something. I mean, you got some rebounds, got some stops, driving basket dishes. I mean, you figure it was kind of back on your back.
Got to do what you got to do. I'm a competitor, and coming into tonight's game, one of the things that I really wanted to focus on was just doing whatever I could to help this team win. And, in the beginning it was scoring, getting on the boards, and then, driving and finding open people. Tully hit a great shot down the stretch. Ebony coming in after not having a really good night, coming in and being able to knock down those free throws. That was huge for us. And then, I think from that, rebounding, just the intensity. Tully was everywhere, down the stretch. And it's kind of great to see her out there, because Bree's been out on the court more so, down the stretch. And for her, she stepped up big time for us.
All right, you want our last couple questions here?
To maybe talk a little about Tully's performance in the overtime period, because she seemed like she ignited the team in that particular 5 minutes.
Yeah, dynamite. I call her Mighty Mouse. But she was everywhere. And then getting to the basket, hit that open three, went in for the layup, and then from there, on the defensive end, just attacking the basket. And Harding had 5 fouls, and one of our keys was go at her, get her to foul out. And she stayed in the game, but Tully went at her, she attacked her, and definitely helped us.
Last question here in the middle.
Tamika, it always comes down to Indiana and Detroit. What are your thoughts about the shock series after they've eliminated you each of the last 3 years in the playoffs?
I'm excited about playing Detroit again, actually.
First of all, I just want to thank the fans and the community for coming out tonight. I thought the crowd was huge for us. It was a struggle for us tonight at times. We played in spurts. And I thought every time we started to make a rally, the crowd really got behind us. So I just want to thank everybody that came out and supported us, and I really hope they'll come back. I guess it's next Friday in the second round. We did not shoot as well as we have shot in the past. And when I say shoot, I mean just wide open shots that we missed. But we found a way to win, and I really want to give a lot of credit to Tully Bevilacqua, her toughness, her defense, hitting key shots at key times. Of course, Tammy Sutton-Brown, even though she's playing with some bad feet, she was a warrior out there for us. And then, of course, Catchings had an unbelievably magnificent MVP performance. We played with the 3, we played with the 4. She defended, I think, everybody out on the court. She was fantastic from the free throw line, had 16 rebounds, 24 points. It was just a super performance from her. Once again, we had a typical game that we have against the Washington Mystics. It's just a war. They're very good, they're very talented, and I thought we were very fortunate to tie it there and get into overtime. And then I thought once we got into overtime, we had a little bit more poise and composure down the stretch, and they lost some players to foul, so I thought that was a factor.
Any explanation, you think, for the erratic shooting, or do you think that's just the way you ball?
I mean, when you look at some of the shots that we got, that Katie got, that Brianne got, that Ebony got, I mean, there were open shots. I don't know if we had a little bit of a relaxed feeling from winning that first game on the road, which was a tough win for us. But we did start with a lot of energy. I think we started out shooting like 60%, and then the next thing you know, we're down to like 20 or 30. So I really don't know the answer. But it's been a long time since I've seen Katie shoot 3 for 15. So I'm just going to assume that was an anomaly. And same with Bree. Bree shot the lights out the other night at Maryland, and tonight she, couldn't buy a bucket. So you have nights like that. Fortunately, our defense got the job done for us, and the fact that we won the boards. We knew we had to stay close. We were down 6 or 7 at half, and then we out-rebounded them in the end.
Coach, can you talk about how important it was to win the series tonight and not have to go to a Monday game?
What were we down at half? We're 7, 6, 7, and that's pretty much what we talked about at half. They're out hustling you, they're out efforting you. They want this game more than you do. Do you want to play Monday night? Do you want to play a third game when it's anybody's series? And I thought the players were very focused about, no, we do not want to play Monday night. We have got to pick it up. We've got to do a better job. Defensively, we've got to do a better job on the boards. And that was just the mantra at halftime. Do you want to play Monday night? If you don't, then show me. And that's pretty much what they did in the second half.
I don't know if you were using your Powerade or something, but you were all over the place in the overtime and late in the fourth quarter, for that matter.
I didn't want to play on Monday. I mean, it was an amazing game, and credit to Washington as well for how they really pushed us right to the very end. I mean, we knew they were going to come out. I mean, it was do or die for them. So, we spoke about how we had to actually play like we were one down. We started off well, and then we went flat for a while, but we needed to find our energy again. And I just try and provide that energy with little things like, the scrapping on the floor, finally hit a couple of shots tonight from long range. So, little things that I do, I sense sometimes gets the energy going with some of the other players.
Lynn conceded that she really on you guys at halftime about if you want to play game 3. Did that impact at all, or did you feel like you needed that reminder that did you have a apprehension about going to Monday night? She said she kept asking, "You guys want to play Monday night?"
I don't think so. I think that we obviously knew what was at stake. I don't think she had to remind us. We were just, I think, disappointed that we came out of the gates pretty well, and then we let up and let them gain confidence. So it's her job and her responsibility, and she does a good job of kind of refocusing us at halftime and letting us know what needs to be done.
You have been here for all those defeats, but Indiana and Detroit, again, they've eliminated the Fever 3 years in a row. Any thoughts on the shock series?
Well, I mean, I've been there with Connecticut in those series,
exactly.
So, it's going to be one heck of a series. I can promise that. I think, obviously Detroit's playing extremely well. They're playing well at the right time of the season, and I think all of us saw what they did to Atlanta last night. So, we'll definitely, our coaches will have us prepared, but we expect an all-out fight for the Eastern Conference.
Thank you.